Hey, artsy people, welcome to my third composition notebook art journal. This is a blacklight art journal. As you can see, this is the page that I'm working on today that I'll show you. So this is one of those pages that I can really say was very therapeutic. Last week I was in a car crash, and obviously I'm here to tell you about it, so I'm okay. Really minor injuries. My husband was totally fine. He was driving. He was not at fault, and my knee kind of hit part of the car in the impact, and so I'm going to have that checked out. I was kind of in a lot of pain the first day, and gosh, it's like day 4 and I'm already feeling better. So thank you. I'm so thankful that it wasn't much worse. But if you've been into an accident before, even if it was minor, you know that it kind of shakes you up mentally. So I was definitely feeling a little bit of that like post-traumatic stress for a few days where I had a hard time concentrating, and physically I couldn't commit to anything, and I slept a lot. So when I sat down after I'd taken a really great nap to work on my art journal, I just really wanted to do a page that I would be able to really just kind of zone out and be cathartic. So I knew I was probably going to just do a page with lots of mark making and just doodles and very intuitive art. So that's what I'm doing. So 90% of the time I prefer intuitive art, which is simply just starting without necessarily an end goal plan. So you just pick up a color that feels right and start making a shape or a mark that feels right and move around the page, and you just kind of follow your instinct and not plan too much. So that's what I'm going to do for this whole page. And I'm a little bit of a maximalist, so I tend to just keep going and going until I feel like I really can't go any further. So I am probably not going to do as much talking in this video. It's a kind of a long one, but I do a lot of detail, and I hope that you enjoy watching the process. It's mostly all acrylic markers. I use Sharpies a few times, and it's just a matter of just relaxing and doing whatever patterns and marks feel right with whichever colors. I do probably intuitively pick colors that look good together or will pop and stand out, have good contrast. I love this blue. It goes really well on top of either the pink or the yellow and the green. And the first layer of paint that I laid down on my collage layer, which is pages from dictionary, all that first layer of paint is from my collection of neon blacklight paints. So I'll put a link below in case you're interested in doing a glow journal. It's kind of fun. Well, I will probably pop on here later if I have something interesting to point out, but I'm just going to hope that you enjoy relaxing and watching the process as much as I enjoyed making the process, doing the process. So I thought I'd take a moment to point out one thing about like this kind of technique is that sometimes I have to remind myself that it's okay to overlap patterns. See, I'm doing it now with my little pink plus crosses where they go over the other petals or go over the other lines, and that's okay because it to me adds depth to it. But there is a tendency to want to compartmentalize all the different marks. And so I kind of go back and forth, and I like the look better though of having some of it be overlapping because it just brings it more depth, I think. Okay, so I know I just told you it's okay to overlap, but when I went back into the outline, it didn't make sense that I outlined over the other elements. It just was like confusing. So I just went in and filled in those little marks on top of the outline. And an easy way to add detail to your mark making is always by outlining. You can use a thin white pen. I'm using a Jelly Roll pen here, or black always works too. So. You like that little magic trick where the color of my sweatshirt changed instantly? That's because it was the next day. So I walked away thinking my page was done, probably, but I've been trying to get in the habit of just like letting it sit a night and then coming back to it with fresh eyes. And I also wanted to kind of put a little sentiment on the page of what was going through my mind while I was making the page, which was healing. After the accident, just kind of taking time to mentally relax and decompress and allow my body to rest and heal from the trauma. So I cut out the word healing and I'm going to just play with it on the page, but it also gave me the idea of cutting out the dictionary page definition because that is what I started this page with. So I'm going to look up and see if I haven't torn out already the page that defines healing or heal. So the definition is to make whole, sound, or well, bring back to health, cure, as in a disease or a wound, become whole or sound, get well, get rid of anything bad. So that encapsulates what I was meditating on as I was working on this page. And I have found when I flip through my journals that I prefer the pages where I record some kind of thought to go with my artwork. I had a hard time figuring out where I wanted to put that word, and I went with the upper left because I tend to do that like symmetrical balance thing, but I kind of, in hindsight, probably like it better back down in the right corner above the definition. It's okay though, sometimes that's just the way it goes. Overall, this page was very cathartic. It really did help me decompress and relax, and it was very healing. So I hope that you enjoyed watching my process, whether for inspiration or just to relax yourself and live vicariously through another artist. I hope that you're inspired to go make some art and you'll come back and hang out with me again. Have a very blessed day.